All right, the last thing that I want to talk about in this particular video is alignment. Alignment is one of the key tenets of design and something you definitely are going to want to make sure that you've got working in your favor. So we need to know how to do good alignment in Illustrator. So let's go ahead and start by making a few circles. Whoops. Hold down Shift so they're actually circles. And I'll just copy a few of those off. Now, I can get to my alignment options in two ways. I'm going to select these 4 circles, and I have my alignment options right up there at the top. If you don't have enough room at the top, there will be a little button that says Align, just like this one says Transform. And when you click it, you'll get the alignment options there. You can also bring in an alignment panel by going up to Window and Align. And we're going to use the alignment panel. Same options, though, just different location. Now, I don't see all of my options here, so I'm going to click those little 2 arrows to the left of Align until I see them all. So a couple of things I can do. I can align these objects horizontally to the left, to the center, or to the right, and to the top, to the center, and to the bottom vertically. So here they are aligned to the top. You see how they're all aligned to each other. Right down here where it says Align To is where I decide how that alignment's happening. Is it to the artboard? If it's to the artboard, it'll align to the top of the artboard, or to the center of the artboard, or to the bottom of the artboard. That's the vertical alignments. I've also got horizontal, which would be side, left, right, or center. Or is it aligned to the selection, which means that whichever things I've selected, maybe I've got this, 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 and that, and I'm going to select all those and align them centered to the selection, and there they are. Now, we're going to come back, and there's another one, there's this key object, and we'll look at that in a minute, but another thing that I have is distribute. Distribute gives them equal distance spacing from each other. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say to the artboard, and I'm going to say I want these to be horizontally distributed from the center. And you'll see that now each center is the same distance apart. Now, if I were to do these from the left or the right, you wouldn't see any difference because they're all the same size. If they were different sizes, then you'd see that it'd make sure that there'd be equal spacing between the left sides of them or the right sides of them or the center of them, depending on what option you chose. Now, if I wanted it just to each other, I'm going to grab all these, and I'm going to select them, and I'm going to say I want these aligned to my selection. I want these to be horizontally distributed from the center. You'll see it move them slightly so they're equal spacing apart. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to vertically align them, and now they're equally spaced and just equal distance apart from each other within that selection. The other option that I have here is key object. Let's say that this circle is exactly where I want it to be, and I want the rest of these guys to be lined up with that one. Well, I would select them all, and I would say align to a key object. Now right now I can tell this is my key object because of the dark blue circle around it, the thick blue circle around it, I should say. Well, I want this one to be my key object, so I'm going to go click it, and you'll see that put the circle there. And now I can say I want these vertically aligned to the center, and it will pull them all up to be equal with that. And now let's go ahead and change that to selection and horizontally distribute them, and now they're all equal spaced. So that is the alignment panel. Once I have this set up the way I want, I could go ahead and select these and go to Object and Group, like we talked about in the earlier video, and they will stay exactly the way they were, so I could remove them, do whatever. I could come and rotate them, and they will act as a single unit until I ungroup them, and then I can move them separately again.